Let's face it, music preferences are very subjective. When you are planning the perfect playlist for your wedding, that is a daunting task if you take a minute to think about how many different musical opinions are in one room. If you're ever going out to a concert with your friends or your favorite nightlife spot, you probably have a pretty clear idea of what to expect musically. Well, that's not going to be the case necessarily for all of the guests attending your wedding. After DJing weddings for 15 years, I've worked with so many different couples, and one thing that is common among most of them is they're all very concerned about how the music that they like is going to be received by all of their guests. And to put it just bluntly, you're going to have some guests that really enjoy what you choose to play at your wedding, and you're going to have some guests that are not going to be fond of what they're listening to. That is just because music is a very, very subjective thing. But at the end of the day, you have to remember this is your wedding, and it's so important that you put your preferences first for two very important reasons. One, you are only doing this once, and you deserve to have the celebration of your dreams. And your dream celebration probably does not consist of dancing to music that you're not fond of. Two, your energy throughout the night is contagious. If your guests see you out on your dance floor having a great time listening to the music that you're really fond of, that's going to act as a magnet and pull your guests to the dance floor to join you, even if it's not their cup of tea. Now, just because you are putting your music preferences first does not mean you cannot also take care of the other guests in the room. And this is where hiring a professional DJ with experience working with eclectic groups of music taste comes into play. It is your DJ's job to make this experience very special and unique to you, while also filling in the gaps to keep your dance floor intact. Your preferences are first, of course, but a DJ with good reference experience from working plenty of weddings will know what to do in between those preferences to keep your dance floor sticky. Most DJs with a healthy amount of experience have a sixth sense when it comes to what music is working well for a room, when to cut a song shorter, when to switch up the vibe of the dance floor. So again, cannot stress this enough. A DJ with reference experience is going to keep everything intact, keep all of the guests engaged, while still making this music programming very, very unique to you and special to your big day. Here are some important things to consider when you are planning your music preferences for the night. What are your must plays? Are there artists or specific songs that you would love to hear throughout the night? Equally important, what are your do not plays? What songs, what artists are we going to avoid playing? Are guests permitted to make song requests throughout the night? Generally, the answer for this is yes, but following the but is as long as it fits the vibe. Even with this small amount of direction, your must plays, your do not plays, the allowance for guest requests, this allows your DJ the freedom to create an experience that's awesome for you and for your guests. But as I mentioned earlier, the important thing here is we are creating a musical experience that gets you on the dance floor, because at the end of the day, you being on the dance floor is what makes the magic happen. If you're having a great time on your dance floor, your guests will be sure to follow you there. Also true, if you are not a fan of the music that's playing and you make your way over to the bar, your guests will also follow you there. They are there to celebrate you. This is your big day. They'll find their way to you to congratulate you at the bar or to dance with you and celebrate on the dance floor. You are the magnet of the night, so your music preferences definitely should be first. A final note worth considering as it pertains to music programming throughout the night is being mindful of how the energy flows from the start of the evening to that climactic ending. The flow that I've seen work best in most of the weddings that I've worked is starting with more tame energy earlier in the night. Think about cocktail hour, dinner hour, or lower volume, easy listening music, maybe songs that you like to listen to, but they're not the type of music you'd like to dance to. Once the dance floor opens up, maybe this is the time where you take care of some of the older guests in the room that have more of a classic taste in music and what they think the dance floor should be. And then as the night gravitates, get more into some of the modern hits that you and your peers are fond of. The important thing with the energy management, the music selection, is that you're constantly building towards something. You want to end the night on that climactic moment where everyone wants the celebration to continue. Creating this amazing climactic moment at the end of the night is all a product of intentional music selection, paying attention to how the guests are responding to the music that is playing, and making sure that the music you want to hear plays at your wedding. If you're stuck on where to start with your music selections for the evening, please feel free to reach out. We've put together a ton of playlists that I'd be happy to share with you. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.